Cass School's 2025 production of 3 Years of Fear. My name is Howell, and I'm the production stage manager.
My name is Maya, and I'm the assistant director.
3 Years of Fear is a student-written play adapted from the novel by Lorenzo Gomez, and it is our 7th year bringing this story to the stage. While we are so excited to share the newest rendition of this show with you, we do have a few announcements before we can begin.
As for content warnings, this production will contain gunshots, flashing lights, knives, and all-around loud noises. Additionally, we ask that everyone silence and turn off cell phones for the duration of the show as to limit distractions and mic interference.
But that doesn't mean you can't laugh, cheer, or applaud. Reactions are not only allowed, but encouraged.
We put a lot of work into putting this show together, and we would love for you to enjoy watching it just as much as we enjoyed creating it.
Now, we'd like to introduce the woman that helped make this happen, our Cass School CEO and Executive Director, Jean Russell.
Jean is a passionate advocate for student voice and leadership, and we are so grateful to have had her support throughout the entirety of this fast-paced production. Let us welcome Jean Russell.
Thank you all so much, and good evening. Welcome to the Carver. 7 years ago, we handed a book by a local author to our students because we believe that young people from San Antonio should see themselves in published works. Then we invited about 500 ninth graders from across all of our schools to gather for a dramatic reading, followed by student letters inspired by the book. What happened, we didn't expect, but the audience was they fell into silence. And we realized that we had done something special. And the students realized it as well. And so those students dreamed about what else they could do to bring this San Antonio story to life. Those first students culled from the book the stories they thought were the most universal, timeless, and meaningful. I want to clearly state, while this story takes place at Tafoya Middle School, it is not a story about Tafoya Middle School. No, it is about the universal experience of feeling alone, anxious, fearful, feeling bullied, struggling to find friends, and not knowing whom to confide in. That these stories also offer reflections and insights is an extra benefit to all of us. We also hope it sends a message about the importance of mental health and that the adults around you care about your mental health. This production would not have happened without the belief and support of a visionary, committed, and magical group of theater teachers. So many thanks to the ALA, Cass Tech, Fox Tech theater teachers this year and throughout the years. A special shout out to the OG of this production, Miss Amy Stengel. I can see you. For the past 7 years, our students have worked alongside author Lorenzo Gomez III, who has generously given of his story and of his time. We are especially grateful for his vulnerability and openness in letting his personal story act as the inspiration for this one-act play. We are grateful that every student, now many hundreds, over the past 7 years, have written dialogue, designed sets, props, worked on staging, choreography, and lighting, putting their own personal stamp on this story to make it more relatable to each of you. We are proud to present to you, by students, for students, 3 Years of Fear. And we're so lucky tonight to have the author, Lorenzo Gomez III, here with us. Lorenzo, are you going to join us on the stage?
Thank you, Jean. How's everybody doing tonight? Doing all right? All right, I'm the unofficial hype squad, but I'm going to keep it short. I published this book in 2019, and when you publish a book, or when I published the book, I thought my mom's going to buy 5 copies, and then I'll move on with my life. And so what happened next was very unexpected when Cass called Jean and Amy and asked if we could work with the students, if I could work with the students. It was beyond anything I ever could have imagined. And so the story is about my middle school experience, and it's just living in fear every day. I walked around middle school for 3 years just thinking this one thought, is today the day? Is today the day I'm gonna get hurt, jumped, beat up? And so I tried to translate that in the book. And then many years later, in my 30s, I went to therapy, against every instinct in my body, and it was there where my therapist had me write letters to my younger self. And so that is a key component in the book, which I'm happy to tell you at the end of this production, some of the students are going to read their letters to their younger self, and I'm going to tell you that's the best part of the whole experience for me. And so I'm really happy to be here. What I want to do is, first of all, show of hands, who has a family member in the play? Let's give it up for the family. Thanks so much for coming out on Thursday night. So I'll wrap up my remarks, but I just want to say one thing. It is incredible to me that this is, as Jean said, a 100% student-run, student-powered, student-engineered, student-designed production. From the sound booth, to the lighting, to the props, to the costumes, to the dialogue that they picked for the play. All of it was student-powered, so that I am the person that did the least amount of work on this stage. And so, if you will, let's give a rowdy welcome to the actors and the crew while we get started for this production of 3 Years of Fear. Thank you.
Why don't you tell me about that day on the bridge? Start from the beginning, whenever you're ready, okay?
Okay. Well, when I was about 11 years old, I was watching my little sister Marty home from school. I watch her home every day, but that day, we could both tell something was different. The bridge was always empty, but that day, there were big kids all around us.
So many big kids outside.
I don't know. Just keep your head down and keep walking. Don't look at them. Come on, buddy.
What happened after you tried to walk around them?
All I remember were the red wing boots the big kids were wearing. I was so scared that I couldn't move around the too. And then, like a lightning strike, there was just an explosion of kids and yelling. And then, just like that, a bunch of cops pulled up and all the kids scattered. Marty and I watched as they jumped from the bridge and climbed 6-foot fences. I remember thinking, wow, that's the power of the red wing boots.
How did you feel when watching this fight?
I was terrified. That was the first time in my life where I truly felt helpless, and I remember being so scared of something happening to Marty.
You're a good big brother.
I guess so, but I didn't feel like it at the time. I felt weak.
I can tell you care a lot about your sister. You mentioned earlier that even though this fight happened in 5th grade, you feel like this was middle school first started for you. Can you explain that to me?
Well, even though that fight was so frightening, after a while I forgot about it, assuming it was a one-time thing. I didn't realize how much violence and anxiety I had to deal with once I got to middle school. Looking back, I guess I always thought of this moment on the bridge as kind of foreshadowing middle school for me.
Whoa! What happened to y'all?
You guys alright?
Did you see the big kids?
They were all over the bridge.
They were yelling and hitting each other.
It was insane.
Whoa, don't be scared, little guy.
I wasn't scared. Maybe just a little bit.
Let's show you guys what's in the mail. Open it up and tell us what it is.
It's from Sequoia Middle School. It says I got accepted into the multilingual program.
Hey, Dios mío, you're gonna be a toro.
Mijo, what happened?
I got in. I'm gonna be a toro.
Good job, mijo.
I can finally learn Spanish.
No. Latin.
Latin?
decided to wake up.
Lorenzo, we did a spelling bee yesterday.
Yeah, how'd you do?
Guess.
Last place?
No way.
So second to last place.
No, jerk face. I got first.
Good job, buddy. At this rate, you'll be as good as me in the next couple of years.
I'm gonna be the champion when I go to middle school.
Are you excited for your first day, mijo?
As excited as you can be when going to school, I guess. I won't get the same experience Denise got at Whittier.
Denise, stop playing and eat your breakfast.
What are you doing?
Just one got a cigarette.
What? Why?
I helped my friend one yesterday in class.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. Like I just forgot on Laredo.
I don't think you were rolling cigarettes.
Denise, were you? Did you play with drugs in school?
What?
Mark.
Congrats, I think you just rolled your first joint. Hey, Lencho, maybe you can learn to roll a joint next.
Well, maybe we can learn is to speak Latin in his amazing new school.
Who's he gonna speak Latin to? The Pope?
Mom, why can't I learn Spanish?
Spanish doesn't help you in this country. You're going to learn Latin because Latin will help you in your SATs. Are you excited to be home?
Come on.
I'm so proud of you. My baby's going to the Harvard of middle schools. Bless the Lord. You're big and strong, don't you worry. Do you have your lunch?
Yes, Mama.
You walk in there proud and brave, just like your brother Mark did on his first day.
I will.
I love you!
Love you too, Mama.
Lorenzo,
Why are we sitting up here?
do you really want to sit with the acres in the back?
Oh.
Why are there so many shoes hanging from telephone poles? And where did all those stray dogs come from? That's the jail, right? What do you think? Jerk.
Okay, well, I'll see y'all around, I guess.
What do you remember most about middle school?
Honestly, my anxiety. I was constantly worried about standing out at school, and I had all these ideas in my head about who I was supposed to be and who the people around me were.
Can you give me an example?
Well, I felt like I had to be brave all the time. I thought that my parents would be disappointed in me if I asked for help or told them how I was feeling.
I see. Is any of that true though?
No, not at all. But I didn't realize that until later. I regret not talking to them about how scared I was for middle school.
It's okay. Sometimes when we're young, it's hard to understand stuff like that. You had no idea how your parents would react if you told them you were scared, because you never tried talking to them before. Sometimes young people tend to make assumptions without really considering if they're true or not. And that's just because you didn't have the experiences that you now have as an adult.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. Thanks, Doc.
Of course. I have some homework for you.
Wow, it's like I'm back in middle school.
Not quite. I want you to try writing letters to your younger self. Tell him what you wish you knew then but didn't. Just see where it takes you, alright?
Huh. Alright, I'll try it. There were 3 main gangs that somehow found a way to coexist at school. The NDs, which might have stood for Notre Dame, but who knows was the biggest gang in number and size. They were the scary ones. Big muscles and lots of facial hair. Terrifying to little kids like me. In response to these neighborhood gangs, a group of multilingual kids formed a gang called the SOTs. They were, without doubt, the biggest troublemakers. To me, they were posers who only joined a gang to feel tough. They had all learned about gangs from movies and were middle-class families where they never worried about where their next meal was going to even come from. But that didn't stop the overwhelming number of people who joined. Suddenly, I had to watch my back in the hallways and at lunch.
Yo, bro, who's that girl you're walking with? What's it to you? Bro, she's a hottie romance one. Yeah, bro, so hot. Why would you throw me up with her? Nah, man, he's mine. If someone's talking about my girl like that, I'd mess him up.
As I watched the NDs, I was trying to figure out if they were more dangerous than the guys I was used to, or less. And right away, I decided they were more.
Jose, how come you're not eating today? I don't like eating in front of people I don't know.
Then there was Raymond, who started his own crew. He'd probably announced he was a part of the junior Mexican mafia, but I'm pretty sure most of his crew wasn't. They mostly kept to themselves, but you could tell they paid attention to everything that went around the school.
What's up? I'm Raymond.
Hey, I'm Lorenzo.
You from around here?
No, I take the bus. Where are you from?
I'm from around here, but I was the junior Mexican mafia. That's my real family.
That's, nice.
Yeah. Hey, she's gonna hang out with us.
Oh, no. I'm good. Thank you.
Alright then, you wanna see my piece?
Your what?
No man, look.
Oh, that's,
Start something. T-O-R-O-S. Toros. Toros. Drop the football field. Let's go.
Dear Lech, Art, Lenchel, I want to talk to you about your first day. You went in thinking this was the Harvard middle schools, but instead, you were faced with a situation and people you weren't prepared for. I want to tell you that you don't get to make a lot of decisions in life. You didn't get to choose who rode the Route 5 buses with you or the people who were in your gym class. But you do get to choose how to respond to a situation and what you tell yourself. It's the difference between saying, I won't survive at this school, or the first day was rough, but tomorrow's a new day.
long time ago named Tiburcio, who was huge. One day, my uncle got a call that Tiburcio had walked over to a neighboring ranch. He had walked straight through about 3 different fences.
No way! How is that possible? Pops, come up with a more believable story.
Once a toro puts his head down, there's nothing that can stop him.
Finish the story.
My uncle walked over to the ranch, and the owner looked at him surprised and said, "Did you bring a truck and trailer?" And my uncle said, "No, sir." "Did you bring a rope to lasso him?" "No, sir." "Then how are you going to get him back to the ranch?" My uncle pulled out a bowl filled with feed and shook it. As soon as he heard it, Tiburcio walked straight up to him. My uncle walked all the way back to the ranch, shaking that bowl of food. And Tiburcio followed him all the way. No rope, no truck.
Hey, can you teach us how to work with bulls?
Not today or tomorrow.
When I was a little girl, we were migrant workers on a beef farm in North Dakota. Saturday was our day off, and sometimes we would go to watch your grandfather, Eufrasio Jaime, who was very proud he had all the vowels in his name, fight the farm's bull.
Why was the abuelo fighting the bull?
There wasn't much else to do on a Saturday at the farm. Grandpa would use Tia Lia's red dress as a cape to taunt the bull, and the entire family would sit on the crop and cheer for him. He would look at the bull, wave my Tia's red dress and say to him, "Toro, se te murió tu mamá." And every time the bull would make a pass, we would all yell, "Ole, bravo!"
On the Gomez side, we were the tamers of the bull, and on the Jaime side, they were fighters of bulls. You were born to be a toro.
That's right, Lecho. It's in your blood.
Yo, the homework you gave me?
Yeah?
Save me, bro. Gonna have to repay it later. Bro.
You know Daniel?
Yeah? Why?
No reason. Just want to talk to him a little.
Well, he's not here.
Where'd you go?
I don't know.
I think you do.
I don't, man.
Well, let us know when you see your boyfriend. Also, tell him I know he's been talking to Gabriella.
Yes, sir.
Dear Lencho, you don't know this, but you're living through the highest rates of gang violence in San Antonio history, and this violence seeped into your school. I know you're scared, Anne. The kids at school are scared too. That's why they form these gangs, because they don't have big brothers like you who are always there for them. They don't have families that eat dinner together every night. I know you felt scared, but you shouldn't have. You had friends, teachers, administrators, and police officers who were there to help you and your classmates. You just hadn't met them yet.
July.
After that first day, I never ate lunch at school again. I wasn't even fazed anymore by kids getting beat up right next to me.
Why don't you tell me a bit more about 7th grade? Did you meet anyone new?
Oh yeah, I met my best friends in 7th grade, in Miss Carter's Latin class. knew Joe and Daniel. Then there's the 300-pound absolute powerhouse, my friend Big Mac.
Boy, stop that! While Lorenzo's down, get back to work.
Martin was into 500-page fictional novels and took his heavy metal as hard as he could get it. He was super laid back, but also fearless. And finally, Ivan. Ivan truly embodied the punk rock spirit. He was the first person I saw who ever got a mohawk and dyed his hair green. If punk rock was a video game, we were all on level 1, and Ivan was on level 10.
Yeah! Fine! Ivan! You think you're hot stuff, huh? Sucking up to everyone's girl? You're a little teacher's pet, too. You get all those good grades. You got some sort of special extra credit.
So what if I do? Not so brave now, huh?
Sometimes more than level 10.
Yo, we see you guys at lunch, right, Lorenzo?
Yeah, for sure. Hey Mom, I got some friends over. Is that okay with you?
Yes, of course that's okay, mijo.
This is Ivan, Joe, Daniel, Martin, and Big Man.
Big, who?
Man.
Well, it's nice to meet all of you. There's food in the kitchen you boys like.
Thanks.
Oh, yes.
Come on, guys. Big Man, you got the games, right?
Who do you think I am?
Bro, you may bring the games, but we all know who's gonna win.
I'm gonna whoop your ass!
My mom is right there.
My bad. Testosterone here.
Danny, Belcher's friends are gonna join us for dinner.
Hi guys, I'm Maddie.
Hey, Danny.
What's up, bro?
Have you ever heard of Daria?
Oh yeah, there's a thing people do at school on your birthday. Bunch of guys jumping when you're not looking and completely demolish you.
Yeah, same thing happened when I was over at Edison. Except they called it polar.
Remember what happened on Martin's birthday? How could we forget it?
You were pretty sick out there, bro.
I don't know how they knew, but they just came up on you. Yeah, I was like, yo, what's up?
It was a judgment then at least.
With one swing, I took down 5 of those.
Letcha, set the table up for dinner. Your friends can help if they want.
Yes, ma'am.
You got it.
Welcome home, mi amor.
I knew we had a lot of kids, but damn!
It's weird, bro. Your family, gets along with each other.
Dinner's ready.
Hold on.
I don't know, probably in the cafeteria.
Who are those guys? What are they doing here?
They put on a knife and I think they're looking for Daniel.
That was the first time I violated one of the rules of the street. I remember thinking, I hope nobody saw me say what I just said, especially the kid who had just gotten arrested. Because if he saw me and thought I ratted him out, they were gonna come stab me.
It's good that you did tell Officer Almendares. If you hadn't, just think of how many kids would have been hurt. It was brave, even if it didn't feel like it at the time.
Yeah, I guess so. It was so scary at the time, but they were after Daniel, and all I could think about was how to help my friend, and I knew I wasn't gonna be able to do it alone.
Exactly.
Dear Lencho, you saw something dangerous, something that scared you, and you did the right thing. You knew you could have gotten in trouble if they saw you talking to Officer Almendarez, but you did it anyways. I know you make all these rules in your head that you think you have to follow to be safe, but you can decide to make your own rules, positive rules. You can decide that your rule is to listen to people and do something small to help them. Your parents do that all the time with people in your neighborhood and the friends that you bring over. Sometimes helping people out is the most gangster thing you can do.
Daniel, will you play with the girl from another school? What? Maybe. You gotta be careful, bro. Why, man? Some guys were looking for you and wanted to stab you. What? Where are they now? Officer Almendarez got to them before they got to you. I think they were arrested.
Thank you, Almendarez. I can kiss you. No more kissing. That's what got you in trouble in the first place. And no bit. Why did God give me such beautiful hair?
Things are getting crazy. These games gotta stop taking fights.
It's so stupid. And games are trash.
Feels like everyone here is in a gang.
Except us. Yeah, because we don't want to get shot.
We should give ourselves a name.
Yeah, we should be the Cool Planet Club. Yeah, CFC.
Nah, dude. Change that C to a K, and then we'll be the KFC!
Word got around about the KFC. Once people heard about it, they'd make fun of it, thinking we'd name our non-gang after the fast food chain. They didn't seem to realize that we'd name ourselves as a joke to mock the entire gang culture. But as more people talked about it, we started getting picked on by other gangs. By formalizing ourselves, we've given people a reason to mess with us without meaning to. We've done out a fishing line, and we were the bait.
Students trying to play basketball. Here's your ball.
What? We only get one ball?
Yeah, this sucks.
I tried to avoid anyone who was in the gang, but several of the guys in Raymond's crew were in some of my classes. We got along well because of our mutual love for basketball, but outside of class, we didn't talk to each other. Unless we were playing basketball.
Come on, guys.
You wanna play with those guys? They're all in a gang.
It'll be fun. Come on, it'll be fun.
Since we usually had to share a ball, members of different gangs would play together. Allegiances were put on hold as soon as we set foot on the court. But some people, without an obvious source of power and conflict, directed their attention elsewhere.
Somebody step on that roach! Hey, Roach, you here with those dorks, KFC or whatever? Take a hard roach. Step on it! Hey, are you Roach?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that is so cool. Do you have any, roaches?
No. Sorry.
Oh, that's alright. See you later.
What was that about?
Dude, they thought you were named Roach. Like, what do you want?
No way. That's funny.
Not you, don't.
With one little misunderstanding, I'd gone from Lorenzo the cockroach to something cool, Roach. People who hadn't talked to me before started to do so, because they thought it gave something that they knew about me, that shared common ground. It was amazing how much currency I got with my nickname.
so what happened? Who did this to you?
I don't know. He was after me. What? I don't know. This guy Robert, he has some sort of problem with me or something.
What's gonna happen?
Nothing.
I'm gonna teach that son of a
Danny, watch your mouth.
He was after me! Don't do anything stupid.
You can't just let him get away with hurting that.
I won't!
No, I'm coming with you.
No, no one is going anywhere.
Mom, let me and Danny handle this.
Is that the example you want to set for lunch, huh? As soon as someone hurts someone you love, don't beat them up? I've raised you boys better than that.
What happened?
Sit down, Lencho.
Tell me about your uncle.
The Umon used to be loved by my whole family. We had played with his kids when we were young, so I saw him a lot growing up. I remember him being so kind and generous. In the end, that's what got him in trouble.
Sounds like you really looked up to him.
I sure did. He was the first person I ever knew who died. But it wasn't because of old age or bad health. He was murdered.
What happened?
He did what he thought was a good thing. He helped an elderly mother bail her son out of jail, but doing so upset the wrong people, and they killed him for it. I guess that's the moment where I realized that the world isn't black and white, and that sometimes bad things just happen, and there's nothing you can do about it.
That's a hard thing to accept as a child. I can understand how difficult that would be, and upsetting, especially while processing your uncle's death.
He was a good man.
What happened?
Theo, he
Passed away. He's in a better place.
So, you've told me a bit about 7th grade. Why don't you tell me a bit about 8th grade?
8th grade began under the cloud of my uncle's death. I could feel the tension at home and at school. And the SOTs were increasingly picking fight with kids, especially KFC. I hated how scared the SOTs made me feel. Every day, my fight response would get a little stronger than my flight response. And I started to do things that I normally wasn't willing to do. Fights were happening all the time that, honestly, I had gotten used to it, and I knew what to look out for. The eerie silence that hung in the air, the tense body language of the fighters. I remember when my brother told me what to do if I had ever gotten into a fight.
So, if you know it's gonna go down, don't wait to throw the first punch. You punch him fast, and you punch him first. And if their friend is there, you punch him too. And if their grandpa's there, you punch him too. You punch everyone.
But I don't want to punch anyone.
It doesn't matter if you want to or not, Lynch. You have to protect yourself.
I shouldn't have to.
That's not the world we live in, Lynch. It's just not.
Hector, what are you telling him?
I
the advice.
Lencho, don't you go punching anyone. It's not safe.
It's never safe. Nobody's messing with you though, right? Because you know, Mark, Danny, and I got your back. I'm fine. Don't worry.
I didn't want to fight anyone. My entire life, I had run from fights. The gang that ruled my neighborhood were called the Almost Boys. And during this season, they were in overdrive. They were going to parties and causing fights, and it was pissing a bunch of people off. The retaliation drive-bys had gone from 0 to 10.
Hello?
Maria, it's Elise. I just heard from my son that the boys across the street did a shooting, so there's going to be a drive-by. You need to get away from the windows because they're coming over here now to shoot back at them.
Kids, go to your room now.
Yes, ma'am. Mom, what's going on?
Hello? Yes, I'm calling to report a shooting. Westside was, yes, one of them is very tall with a bald head.
Get away from the window.
Close the curtain. They're gonna see you.
Mom, please. They're going to shoot you.
I'm scared. The Lord will protect us.
Dear Lynch, I remember how terrifying this time in your life was. How uncertain. You didn't know what dangers you'd face at school, and now you didn't even know if you would be safe at home. You deserve to feel safe, and you deserve to know that your family will be safe too. You'll get through this. Trust me, you're not alone. You have families and friends that care about you a lot. Don't be afraid to reach out to someone if you need to talk. Hang in there, kid. I believe in you.
What the hell, dude?
No, bro, chill. Round number.
You can't take them to fight.
The SOTs would begin to throw trash at us, trying to instigate a fight. They were trying to do anything to make us give them a reason for a full-on attack. We were split on what to do.
Stay here and keep getting hit with chip bags.
Well, what else are we supposed to do?
Will we distracted them?
No way, they'll kill us.
Well, I'm sick of this. All right, that's it.
¿Quieres chingazos, huh? You want to fight? You want us to stop? Why don't you make us stop? Step up, dude. I eat your soul.
I don't know why they wanted to fight us so badly, but I think giving ourselves a name made us look like a threat in their eyes. And I think this is the moment where I decided that I needed to do something.
I'm good. What's up with you?
Not much, man.
Nice. Hey, don't you think the SOTs have been kind of jerks?
Yeah, they are.
Well, do you want to do something about it? KFCs, your game, and the Endies taught them a lesson.
This is real, Lance.
I know.
I'm with it if you can make it happen.
Let us know when and where, Vato.
I knew I could sell the idea of an ambush to Big Mac, Ivan, and the rest of the guys if we had a big enough team. I had the first chess piece by having Raymond's crew on board. If I could get the Endies on my side, it would be game over. I kept the idea in my head, not telling a single soul. One of the leaders of the Endies was a guy named Adrian. He loved my name, Roach. Maybe I could sell him on the idea. I waited for a few weeks to see if the SFs would stop, but they kept throwing traps at us, doing anything to make our lives miserable. That's when I decided I needed to talk to Adrian.
Hey! It's Adrian's birthday! I got you again.
It turned out that Officer Almendarez had also saw the tensions rising at our school. He led a mini sting operation and just happened to make the move on the day I was going to talk to Adrian. All those kids that were handcuffed were arrested and expelled that day.
How did you feel when watching the kids get taken away?
At first, I was in shock. We all were. And then it was just a relief. We were constantly on edge, and just like that, it was all over.
Sounds like Officer Almendarez was looking out for you guys more than you thought he was.
Yeah, I guess so. And I'm sure glad he was. I just wish I had talked to him about it to him sooner. Or talked to someone. I know my teachers and parents would have stepped in and talked to me about how I was feeling.
Why didn't you?
I guess I kind of blamed myself. I thought that the problem was that I wasn't brave enough or tough enough to face the problem myself. I thought the adults would tell me to just figure it out. I felt like I wasted so much time being scared when I could have solved the problem so much sooner by just talking to someone.
You didn't know any better. You were just a kid doing what you thought you had to do to survive. What you did was brave. But I'm glad that you realized that talking to someone probably would have helped you out.
Yeah, for sure. I just wish I would have figured that out earlier so I could have enjoyed more than just my last few weeks of 8th grade.
Why don't you tell me about those last few weeks?
Oh, it was awesome. We didn't realize how much the police raid would set us free to be ourselves. We played basketball during recess and read comic books whenever we wanted to. On the last day of school, we dressed up like Reservoir Dogs to celebrate our last day as a group. We were the talk of the entire school.